Hey, my name is Ryan. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. This week I want to talk about the art of scales. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Scales are the basic building blocks to becoming a quality musician. I know. You've taken a few music lessons and your teacher encourages you, actually commands you, to practice and rehearse your scales. Practice your scales every single week. But if you're anything like me, you hurriedly went through them so you could get to the quote-unquote fun stuff, which was the pop songs that were thrown in at the end of the lesson. At best, we tolerate them, but oftentimes we don't truly learn them. For piano players, there are a number of different finger patterns to play all 15 major scales. And yes, I said 15. God gave them to us. Why wouldn't you want to learn all of them? Well, we can talk more about this at another time. Side note, you lucky guitar players and your consistent finger patterns. I know you don't like to play in flat keys, but seriously, your patterns repeat themselves all the way up the guitar neck. So I would suggest you let go of your complaints about flat keys. Scales can be a lot of work and they can feel really monotonous, but the reality is they are the building blocks to becoming a really quality musician. Scales can unlock countless melodies and harmonies and chords, and scales can even explain why those colorful chords that don't belong sound so beautiful. Scales help define the key signature of a song, and they can define boundaries that can help us discover countless musical possibilities. And for you left-brain people, music is full of logic, reason, rules, and regulations. When I was enrolling in university, the dean of engineering actually told me that 70% of his students were involved somehow in the music program. Music is filled with critical thinking. Don't freak out on me yet, right-brain friends. Boundaries do exist to be challenged, so please continue to color outside the lines and challenge the norm. But I know far too many musicians and songwriters that have no idea what they're doing. They throw in some really cool sounding chords or notes that don't necessarily belong, but because of their lack of knowledge, they're unable to repeat those beautiful mistakes. By knowing and taking a look at the composition of a scale, we can rearrange the boundaries on purpose. But first we need to take a look at the architecture of a major scale. So here's the pattern or equation that you need to remember. 1 1 half, 1 1 1 half. Whole whole half, whole 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 half. For any of you sports fans, what is this? And for any of my non-American friends, what is this? All you need are 5 of these, and you have yourself a keyboard. So let's go back to our pattern. 1 1 half, 1 1 1 half. Pick any note and start counting your half steps. A half step is the distance between each key on a piano or each fret on a guitar. The pattern is 1 whole step, which is equal to 2 half steps. 1 whole step, half step. 1 whole step, 1 whole step, 1 whole step, and finishing with 1 half step. Back to our pattern. A whole step, which is equal to 2 half steps. The pattern is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and finishing with 1 half step. Again, from a different note. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, finishing with a half step. And that, my friend, is the recipe for a major scale. And every single major scale functions the exact same way. Try it. Pick any note, plug in the equation, and let your ears be the judge. This is only the beginning. Scales are the key to unlocking a world full of colorful sounding possibilities. In the words of every single music teacher I've ever had, scales. Practice, practice, practice. So please let me encourage you. Learning the basic dance steps will help you with the choreography. But when movement becomes second nature, we can move beyond the choreography and create beautiful art. Psalm 16, 5-8. Lord, you alone are my portion and my cup. You make my lot secure. The boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Surely I have a delightful inheritance. I will praise the Lord who counsels me. Even at night, my heart instructs me. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. I'm Ryan King. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a burning question, please shoot me a message. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you next time.